Hey guys, welcome back to Rain City Game. It's your boy Blackfire, and today we're going to be taking a look at my 200 Platinum Trophies. It took me a while to get them, definitely a long time. Initially, when I started playing on PlayStation, I had no intention of really getting Platinum Trophies. I actually didn't start until, I want to say, summer of 2016. Started having panic attacks at work, had to take some medical leave for like 3 months. So while I was home, I decided to, start playing some more video games. And that's when I started getting my Platinum Trophies. So we'll jump into this right now. I won't talk too much story other than that. So, first up we got right here, Until Dawn. This is actually my second Platinum Trophy. My first one was Final Fantasy 15, which we'll see here shortly. So moving up, I tried to get this one, but I'm not going to go into that one. So let's keep going. This game had no Platinum. I was kind of sad about that. This was my third Platinum Trophy I got. I think, what was it, like September or October 2017. So yeah, I didn't play any more games for about a year. Until I left my job due to my having panic attacks still, and to this day I'm still having panic attacks, so I'm unable to go back to work. But anyway, enough about that. Next up we got South Park, The Fractured But Whole. Very, very fun game. And next up we got South Park, The Stick of Truth. Both, like I said, both these games are really good, very funny. If you're into South Park, pick them up. Try to platinum that. That was a hard one. I just gave up on it. It was way too hard for me. Next up we got Uncharted, The Lost Legacy. It was a bit of a challenge playing on the hardest difficulty, that's for sure. It's a very, very tough game on, I think it's called Crushing difficulty. Very hard. I think this one's the spin-off, I think, right? The Lost Legacy. And next up we got Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, that's another game I really enjoyed getting the platinum on. Next up we got Resident Evil 7. I think I started playing this one in 2016, didn't platinum it until 2017. Next up we got, I will go back and get these Uncharted ones, because the games aren't hard, it's just a crushing difficulty will just, really crush you. And here goes that Final Fantasy 15 I was talking about. This was actually my very first Platinum Trophy. And that was back in the winter of 2016 when I was, like I said, taking a medical leave from work due to the panic attacks and stuff. If anybody's dealing with that, man, it sucks. I know. I've been dealing with it most of my life. And now it's getting so bad I can't even work anymore. So yeah, anyway, moving on. Assassin's Creed Origins. I really enjoyed that game. I haven't played Assassin's Creed game since I think, I want to say the first or second one. And this is the first game I replayed again because they changed the whole combat system and everything like that. So I was, more into it. I liked it, I really enjoyed it. I think I hear someone's car alarm going off outside. Sorry about that, guys, if you guys can hear that. But anyway, next up, we got Nier Automata, or Nier Automata. I heard people say it two different ways. This game, you actually don't need to do everything in the game to platinum it. All you gotta do is beat the game, and then there's an in-game NPC that will actually sell you the trophies. So you can just get the platinum for this game very, very quick, very easy. Just finish the game and then open up that store in the in-game, It's very easy. Next up we got God of War, another easy platinum. I think you can just put the game on easy and platinum this game. I don't think there's any trophies that have to deal with difficulty, so yeah, easy to platinum. Beyond Two Souls, I'll probably go back and get that one day. Far Cry 4, I might go back and get that one. I'm just going to skip all these. I don't want to talk about all the ones I don't have. I kind of want to focus on just my platinum ones. I can sit here all day talking about every game I ever played. This video will probably be like 5 hours long. So next up, we got Dragon Quest. Echoes of a Elusive Age. Very, very good game. I highly recommend it if you're into turn-based RPGs. I think I uploaded a video about this. How to find the metal slimes. I think that's my most popular video on YouTube. I think I got like 50,000, 60,000 views. I can't remember. I haven't checked in so long. So people really enjoyed that one. I made it to be out kind of funny, kind of comedy with it, So if you want to check that out, go ahead and check it out. It's on the channel. It's pretty funny. Next up, we got Marvel Spider-Man. Another very, very, very easy platinum. I highly recommend you guys go get that if you want an easy platinum. That's hard. Resident Evil 0 wasn't too hard to platinum. Just took a lot of time. Next up, we got Resident Evil 2. Really, really enjoyed this remake. I really wanted to go for the platinum. So I got the platinum. It was a bit of a challenge. that's for sure. Next up, Kingdom Hearts 3. That was a very easy platinum. I like the first 2 games better than the third one. Third one just, I don't know, didn't hit it for me because there's a lot of spin-off games that continue the story, and I never played any of the spin-off games. So when I jumped into this game, I had no idea what was going on. They should have just, ignored all the spin-off games and just started where 2 left off. I think, I could be wrong, because there's people that, they're more into the game than I am. They could tell you probably the whole entire story inside and out. But like for me, jumping back into 3 after 2, I was confused. So I wish they could have handled it a little bit different, But anyway, moving on. We got Far Cry New Dawn. That was a pretty easy game to platinum. I think that's a spin-off to Far Cry 5, I believe. It's been a while since I played it. So I enjoyed it. Some people don't like the games. I do. It's kind of like Call of Duty, but more goofy and more, let you mess around a lot more. But anyway, moving on. As you guys can see, all these games I haven't platinum. Outward, I actually did not like this game at all. Oh, it was just a pain in the ass. There's no fast travel, anything in the game. There's a map, but the map doesn't show you where you are on the map. You have to just look around in the game and try to see where that's at on the map to figure out where you are. It's intentionally designed that way, but I just didn't have the patience for it. I'm surprised I even bothered to platinum it. It was such a frustrating game for me to play. And moving on. Yeah, I wish I could tell you about all these games I didn't platinum. I could say I would go into it, but it would take forever to go through every single game I played. So moving on, Monster Boy, highly recommend it if you're into puzzle game. Or yeah, I guess you could say it's a puzzle game. Very enjoyable, very easy to platinum. And I'm sad Monster Boy didn't have a platinum, 100% anyway. Next time we got Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I really, really enjoyed this one. If you're into Assassin's Creed, if you like the different Assassin's Creed game, I highly recommend it. Some people like the originals. I like these ones. But yeah, there's people fighting about it. But yeah, anyway, moving on. Code Vein. Not too hard to platinum. I think I did have to summon someone to help me with like one boss because it was just a pain in the butt. And I think they actually did change one of the trophies. So I think one of them required you to get like 400 monster seals or something like that. I think they changed it or got rid of that trophy. I can't remember. They did something to make it easier to get the platinum. But I did it the original way when it first came out, where I had to hunt down 100 bosses to get a trophy from each boss. I think if you did it co-op, you got a second trophy. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. But it took many hours of just farming bosses to get each individual like little medal in the game to unlock the trophy. It was a pain in the ass. Anyway, moving on. Final Fantasy VIII Remastered, pretty easy to platinum since the game gives you all the options to like fast forward, rewind, or max level, max attack, stuff like that. So anybody can get this very easily. Control, very enjoyable game. This is the PS4 version. I also did get the PS5 version, but we'll see up here shortly. So the same guys that made Alan Wake, if you like their like really weird sci-fi way of storytelling, you'll enjoy this game too. I really wish I would have platinumed that game. The Outer Worlds, pretty easy platinum. I think I had to play through it at least twice. Alright, next up we got Atelier Ryza. This is part 1. Really easy to platinum. I think I said this in my game collection video. So I'll need to linger on with this one, so we'll move on. Darksiders 3. I think that one was pretty easy to platinum. I don't remember being too hard. Just very grindy, like a lot of other games that you see on this list. Zone Enders 2, Second Runner. This game was pretty tough to platinum. You've really got to get good at it to platinum it. But I think pretty much anybody could do it as long as you played the game enough. Didn't think it took me too long, so yeah, I highly recommend it. I bought this game like 4 times. Like on PS2, Xbox 360, PS4. I bought it 3 times or 4 times. I don't know. I bought it a few times, so I know that much. Next up, we got Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. As you see, 100%. I think it even had the has a lot of DLC, but I don't think any of the DLCs have trophies, which is kind of sad because that's a lot of DLC. But yeah, I really enjoyed this open world Dragon Ball game. I wish they would expand out even more, add some more trophies or make a part 2, because this was probably by far my favorite Dragon Ball Z game. Like the fighting games are okay, but I like this game the most. Next up we got A Plague Tale Innocence. Really, really enjoyable story. Probably one of my favorite games. Not all games need to be, over the top action. Sometimes you just want a good story. This game has a really good story. Really enjoyable. I highly recommend it. pick it up for yourselves. Get the platinum. It's pretty easy. BioShock Remastered. Pretty easy platinum. Just use a guide to get all the collectibles, I think. Anybody can do it. BioShock 2. Another easy platinum. Highly recommend it. Far Cry 3. Really, really easy platinum. I don't remember having any difficulties. I think you only got to play through it once. Next up, we got Darksiders 2. I don't remember much about this game. I guess it's okay to platinum. I don't remember. I don't remember much about it. I just know it wasn't really my kind of game. But yeah, if you want an easy platinum or somewhat easy platinum, pick it up. Not too hard from what I remember. Resident Evil 3, another okay to get easy platinum. Depending on your skill level, of course. With any of these games, guys, it's always some skill level involved. If you're like really bad at games, then I don't know, maybe the easy ones might be hard for you. I don't know, because everybody plays games different, has a different threshold for skill, stuff like that. So just pick what you want. If the games are cheap, they're not too long, because I really don't like doing trophies that take like hundreds of hours. That's why I never got the Persona 5 platinum, because it just took too long. So I just gave up on it. But anyways, moving on. Let's see, Final Fantasy VII Remake. That was not too bad to platinum. I think you had to beat it on the hardest difficulty. I think I had one boss that was a pain in the ass. But other than that, it's not the hardest game to platinum. I want to do that one too. I'll get back to that one someday. Days Gone. That's one of those ones that take a long time to platinum. Definitely over 60 hours, which can be... It's not a hard platinum. It's just it eats up a lot of your time. You got to dedicate to just one game. I prefer my games, to be about 10 hours long, 12 hours long. That way I'm not spending, a week, 2 weeks trying to platinum one game. Because there's people out there that have 2,000, 3,000 platinum trophies. I'm like, how do you have so much time to play every single game? I don't get it. I play a lot of games, and I spend a lot of time gaming, period. I just don't have nowhere near that many platinums. I don't know how they get that many. If you guys know how they get that many, let me know, because I'd like to boost my platinums here. Anyway, Uncharted 4, Thief's End. I really enjoyed this. I played this one before I actually played the original ones, because I didn't have a PS3. So this is my first or second, if you count Lost Legacy. That might have been my first introduction to the series, and I played this one second. Really enjoyed it. I like the characters. Very fun to play. Like I said, crushing difficulty is very, very difficult. So it's like some levels took me multiple tries over and over and over. It got so frustrating. But I enjoyed the game that much. I like the challenge, so that one I definitely enjoyed platinum. And of course, here we go. These ones are going to be the shovelware, easy 10-minute platinums. Usually, I don't like playing too many of these games because it feels kind of cheap to play so many of these and get such easy platinums. I prefer to play, regular games like Uncharted and stuff like that. But if you need a boost, for PlayStation Platinum stuff like that, like me, I take breaks every now and again. It's like 6 months or so. I like to jump back in, buy a couple of these games, get some platinums, get back into the groove of things. So yeah, my name is Mayo. Got that. It's easy. Mr. Masaji. I think that one was recommended by the PlayStation 5's YouTube channel. Recommended that one. It's a very easy one. You get the platinum in like 10-15 minutes. Just use a guide. It goes really quick. Next up we got Fallout 76. Oh man, this game was rough. Not the hardest platinum, but when the game came out, a few of the trophies were glitched, so I was unable to get them, so I didn't get some of them. I think I picked up the game like a year later after they patched everything, so I could actually get the trophies. So I got it eventually. It wasn't too hard. It was a pain in the ass. It's probably easier now since a lot of the stuff has been patched, like I said. And they added a lot more stuff to the game. So if you want an easy platinum, go for this one. Play it with a buddy, because you will need a friend to get the platinum with, because I think you have to heal someone like 20 times with like alcohol or something like that, or some weird trophy. So yeah, pick it up if you want an easy platinum. It's not too hard. Spyro the Dragon, easy platinum. This is the remastered collection I bought. I think it was like $20 all 3 games. So 1, 2, 3 right there. Easy platinums. They don't take too long. Very short game. Here we got the Order 1886. This is also another very easy, short platinum. The game is very short. Remember when it came out, it looked really good, but the game was really short and it didn't have a lot of action gameplay that made a lot of people kind of upset. It was more, how can I say, like one chapter was just cutscenes, which was like, what the hell? We want to play a game. So yeah, anyway, moving on. Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. Lego games are pretty easy to platinum. It's just, there's a lot of collectibles, so it could take up to like 60 hours to platinum one of these games. I did a few of them, like you see right here, I got the Hobbit Lego game. Another game easy to platinum, it just takes a long time. And next up we got The Walking Dead. This is the whole series. So someone said it takes like 10 hours to get the platinum. That was a lie. Each freaking like, I don't want to say each chapter, but each part of the section of the game was like 10 hours. So it took me like 50 hours to do the whole thing to get the platinum. Because it was freaking long, really long. I was like, oh god, when's it going to be over? Anyway, moving on. Ratchet and Clank. I never played the original. This is the remake or remaster or whatever you want to call it. I enjoy it. It's pretty easy to platinum. If you want to go for easy platinum, pick it up for yourself. Ratchet and Clank games, I never played them when they originally came out on, was it PS2? Never played them. Or it could have been on PS1. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't play the original. I played the remaster. So very easy to platinum. Highly recommend it. Next up, we got Erica. I think this one was one of the free PSN games whenever it was on there. Free PSN game. It's a FMV game. That's full motion video. Where you just pick the choices and you just watch the outcomes and different consequences of your choices. It takes a couple playthroughs. I think this particular game there is no skipping any of the cutscenes, so you have to play or watch through it every single time, which is a bit frustrating. So it will take some time to get it, but it's an easy platinum trophy. You know, if you have time in your hands, go for it. Ghost of Tsushima, another easy and fun, very enjoyable platinum. I really enjoy this game. It's probably one of the best games for the PS4, PS5. Really, really good. Highly recommend it. Play it. If you haven't played it, I'm pretty sure everybody has. Pick it up. Alien Isolation. Really, really enjoyed this one. I think I was originally playing this on the channel a long time ago when it first came out. I think I played it, was on 360? I have to check my channel. I think I uploaded like 1 or 2 videos of this. So we first started the channel back in like 2013, 2014. Just didn't have the time back then because I was working full time. But now I got it again for PS5 since, like I said, I haven't worked in quite a while due to my panic attacks and whatnot. So, as you see, I finally got the platinum for this one for the PS4. I'm happy I did. Next up, we got Akiba's Trip. Undead and Undressed. I think this is like one of the very first PS4 games I bought. The game's okay. Not the hardest to platinum, but I remember the little areas you go in are very tiny. So there's a lot of cutscenes between areas. So you'll be seeing like the loading screen, not cutscene, loading screens, a lot. You know, so if you don't mind that, it's okay, but you'll be seeing a lot of those loading screens, which I just really did not like. Final Fantasy Type 0 HD, I did not like this game that much. It's very different than a traditional Final Fantasy game. I never really enjoy any of the spin-off games for Final Fantasy. I don't know, they just don't seem to make very good games with the spin-offs. So yeah, moving on. Detroit Become Human. Another, well, it's not an FMV game. It's from the, what's it called? David Cage or something like that. I don't know his name. But it's kind of like Beyond Two Souls, where it's more walking simulator, I guess you can say. You kind of make a lot of choices just like the FMV games. I enjoy them, you know, for the story and all that. Not every game needs to be a shooter or a slash and beat 'em up game. So I enjoyed it. Moving on. No platinum for that one. Here goes another easy shovelware game. 5-minute platinum. Road Bustle. If you want a quick boost your platinums, pick that up. Lego Superheroes 2. I don't remember anything about this game. I just know it took a long time and it's a pretty easy platinum. Moving on. Sword Art Online Lost Song. I don't remember much about this game either. I just know it took me, with it being an RPG or JRPG, about 60 hours. Like I said, I hate having to get these 60-hour games, but I like JRPGs. It just sucks that it takes so long to finish them. And anyways, moving on. BioShock Infinite. I don't remember it being too hard to platinum. I think I had to play through it twice because you have to beat it on the hardest setting, which is not too hard until you get to the very final fight in the game, because there's like a bunch of enemies you have to fight off. I think it took me 2 tries actually, but it wasn't the hardest, but that was definitely the most challenging part of the playthrough. Next up we got Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I believe was a very easy platinum. I don't remember having any difficulties with that. I enjoyed the first 2 games more than this one. This one was kind of just meh compared to the first 2. So if you want some more easy platinums, I'd pick up the whole trilogy. Well, actually, no, never mind. The first game has an online mode, so you can't platinum that one because nobody's playing the online mode for Tomb Raider, okay? So, yeah. This one you can platinum. I don't know if the second one has an online mode for trophies too. I don't remember. So I don't think I have it on my list. Anyway, moving on. My Name is Mayo 2, another shovelware game. Just click that bottle of mayonnaise and get that platinum. Astro's Playroom. Very easy. Very, very, very easy platinum. I think it was the free game that comes with the PS5. So if you want a very easy platinum, pick it up. Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. Another very easy platinum. Highly recommend it. If you want an easy platinum, go for it. Bugsnax. This was free when the PS5 came out. That's the only reason why I have it, because I would not buy this game at all. No freaking way. But it's definitely a very easy platinum. If you want to go for easy platinum, go for it. I didn't care much for the game itself, but yeah, moving on. Dark Pictures Anthology, Little Hope. I really enjoy these, like I said, these walk-in simulator horror games. I'm very much into horror movies and anything horror. So these games are right up my alley. I play them mostly for the story, not so much the gameplay. So if you're into that kind of stuff, you'll like these games too. Pretty easy to platinum. You just gotta play through them a few times. Because I don't remember there being any... You can't really skip any cutscenes, I believe. You have to watch everything over and over and over again. It's not too bad as long as you got a guide to help you with the trophies. You know, split the gameplay. Don't try to play it back to back. Play something else in between. Or if you really want to go for that platinum, just stick to it, I guess. Next up, Man of Medan. Same as the last game. Survival, not survival horror, but walk-in simulator horror, you know, everything I just described is the same as the last game, is the same with this game. So moving on. Was it Micetopia? Very easy platinum. You don't even have to finish the game to get the platinum. You don't have to do everything to get the platinum. It's just you got to do a few things in the game to get the platinum. You can get the platinum in maybe an hour. Very, very easy platinum. Yeah, and there goes that tomb that I was talking about. Yeah, you can't platinum this unless you can find someone to play online with. Moving on. Infamous Second Son. These are very, very, very easy platinum, but you do have to play through the game twice. You have to get the good ending and the evil ending. So if you got some time to do it, go ahead and do it. Made us Skur? I hope that's how you say that. Survival horror, or I should say walk-in simulator horror. Not too bad. I do enjoy, like I love survival horror games. It wasn't too hard to platinum. I think it took me 2 playthroughs. One time I played through without a guide. Second time, used the guide to clean up and get the rest of the trophies. Let's see, Maneater. I actually enjoyed the game. The commentary is very funny. If you're into something a little goofy, you know, not too serious. You got a couple hours to burn, pick it up. Next we got Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I think when I was doing my PS5 collection video, I told you guys this took me 130 hours to platinum, which I absolutely freaking hate. I don't like spending so much time playing one game, but I got the platinum, which it would have been shorter, but yeah, moving on. I already talked about that game before, so moving on. Atelier Ryza 2, I talked about that in my collection video. Got the platinum for that. Moving on. Little Nightmares 2, very enjoyable game. I'm waiting for part 3 to come out. It should be coming out, I think, sometime this year or beginning of next year. It's coming out soon. So, moving on. Infamous First Light. I enjoyed this one after playing Second Son. And this one was a pretty short game. Very, very easy platinum, so even better for me, right? Moving on. Lego Harry Potter. Years 1 through 4. I think this one was a little bit shorter than the other Lego games as far as getting the platinum. I don't think it takes 60 hours each one in this one. Or it would be a nightmare, so you can see there's 2 games. You know, years 5 through 7. So those are, you know, very easy platinums. The game is not challenging at all. It's very easy. Anybody can get the platinums. Even little kids can get the platinums for these games. They're super simple. Next up we got, how do you even pronounce that? Marquette? I'm not even going to try. You know what? Just read that word, whatever it says. I can't pronounce it. It's got to be French or something. Easy platinum. Use a guide. I think when it came out it was free on PS5. And so everybody was just grabbing that free platinum and uploading tutorial videos on how to do it. So yeah, pick it up if it's still free. I don't know. If you can get it for cheap, then get it for cheap. It's a very, very, very easy platinum. Trials of Mana. Not too hard of a platinum, but I do think you have to play through the game each time with each character and get all the endings. So I think it takes at least 3 playthroughs. I can't remember exactly. I could be wrong, but you could pretty much just speed run the second and third playthrough, because after you play through the first game, you're just gonna skip all the cutscenes and everything. You don't want to watch everything over again. So very easy. Concrete Genie. Surprisingly very enjoyable. Not too hard. I think I only had to go back and clean up a couple trophies, which you can do after you beat the game. Thank God for that. So if you want something, you know, a little, kind of like a Pixar-y kind of, you know, game, story, all that stuff, you know, check it out. It was free on PSN, so I played it. I enjoyed it. Not too bad. And here's Control again, the PS5 version. I got the platinum, as you can see. So we're moving on. Soma, no platinum. Really good game. I was kind of sad there's no platinum. Unravel, very easy platinum. Don't think it took me too long to get it. Very enjoyable game. Unravel 2, I did not enjoy. The Platinum, I'm not even going to try for it. It's just a pain in the ass. You definitely need 2 players, and I have nobody that wants to play this game with me. So yeah, everybody said no. Moving on, let's see. I saw Black Clouds. It's another FMV game. So, you know, it's pretty much a movie where you just make the choices and see what happens. Just use a guide. You can then follow the choices in the guide. You can get the trophy in just a couple hours. Because I think this one you can skip the previously viewed cutscenes. So you get the platinum very quickly. The game's only like an hour long. So your second time playing through, you can probably get through it in maybe 15 minutes, if not shorter. So it's multiple playthrough because there's multiple different, you know, trophies to get. So it goes very quickly. So just free up like 2 or 3 hours, you'll get the platinum very quickly. The Park, no platinum, sadly. Nier Replicant. I think this was originally Nier Gestalt when it first came out in Japan, and here in the US we had just Nier. So this will be the Japanese version, you know, re-released in HD for the US now. So very easy platinum. Took a while though. I think I had to use a guide for certain quests and stuff to locate certain items and stuff like that, especially the quest for the flowers. We had to get like a certain color flower, a white flower or something like that. And I guess in the original PS2 version, you can change the clock on your PS2 to advance it forward to grow the flowers faster. But in this version, you cannot do that. You actually have to wait a full 14 hours in between blending your flowers. So yeah, that kind of sucked. So it took me like 2 days to wait just on that one trophy because of the stupid flowers. But yeah, you get the trophy. It's just that one flower mixing crap was a pain in the ass. Moving on. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Very enjoyable platinum. I think it only takes one playthrough because you can go back and redo levels, I think. So yeah, if you like Ratchet & Clank, you want an easy platinum, go for this one. And here's another movie game, FMV. Only takes a couple hours. You can skip the cutscenes once you already watched them the first time. And I got this one, they re-released it for PS5, so I got this trophy twice. PS4 and PS5, they stack, thank God for that. And here goes another movie game where you just make the choices. You can skip the cutscenes after the first time you view them. So if you want some easy platinums, guys, pick up these 2 games. You'll get the platinums very easily. Next up we got Chickens on the Road, another shovelware game you pay a couple bucks for, get the platinum in like 10 minutes. It's like I said, I don't play too many of these because I like to play actual games rather than, you know, the movie games. But yeah, if you want to just a quick boost, you know, because there's definitely more of these games out there. I mean, there's probably like hundreds, like Pet the Dog, Pet the Snake. There's tons and tons of them. I don't want to populate my whole list with just those because those aren't really, you know, trophies. So if you need a quick boost after taking a break, you know, get back in the groove of things, pick one of these up. You know, usually I get them around Christmas time because they're usually like 99 cents. As you see later in this video, I think it was like one Christmas. I think last year I picked up like 5 of these games just to give myself a little boost because I wanted to get to my 200 platinum trophies because I've been playing for so freaking long, and I really wanted to make this video. So yeah, moving on. Nubla. A very easy platinum game. Use a guide, you get the platinum pretty quickly. So moving on, we got A Plague's Tale: Innocence. You'll get the platinum pretty simply. It's not too hard. So moving on. Funny Truck, another shovelware game. Like I said, I don't play too many of these. I think you get the platinum for this one within like 10 minutes. So if you want an easy platinum, but I think the game costs like $1. Go for it. Demon Souls. Everybody says how hard this game was. I thought it was pretty easy actually. I just played it with a buddy. We got through it pretty quickly. I got my platinum first, then I helped him get his platinum. So yeah, the game wasn't too hard. I don't know what the big deal is, but yeah. Moving on. Nightbook. This is another FMV game where you just make the choices, stuff like that. But I think there is one trophy that requires you, or something in the game that requires you to play solitaire, and I never played solitaire before, so I had to learn how to play solitaire just to get through the freaking game to get the damn platinum trophy. It was so frustrating, because I had no idea how to play solitaire. I never played it in my life, so I had to learn it just to get through this game. Anyways, moving on. Remember Broken Porcelain. I think this one wasn't too bad to platinum. It was kind of glitchy though, so I'm trying to remember. I don't think I platinumed them when I first got it because the game was glitched. So a lot of people were complaining about how buggy the game was and they couldn't do certain things in the game or they got stuck, stuff like that. So eventually I did get the platinum. I don't remember when. I was like, one trophy. I think I just needed one trophy and it just would not pop for me. So I played it like 6 months later. But anyways, moving on. Ghostbusters the video game remastered. This was not too bad to platinum. Though you do have to play it on the hardest setting, and that was very, very, very challenging and very frustrating. But as you see, I did eventually beat it. But like I said, playing on the hardest setting will test your patience for a lot of people. So if you want a challenge for a trophy, go for this one. Like the older games are usually a lot harder when it comes to getting platinums. Newer games are a lot easier, a lot more forgiving. Moving on, A Way Out. Very, very, very good game, but you have to play it co-op. There's no way to play it single player, so you have to have you and a buddy play it. You'll have a lot of fun playing it. I definitely did, because it has a lot of very unique mechanics that revolve around being co-op. So if you want a good experience and you want to get all your trophies your first time through, use a guide. If you don't want no spoilers, play it one time through, then go back, again, and get the rest of the trophies that you miss. Unless you got them all your first time, then congrats. Moving on. Fallout 4. Oh, God. Not the hardest game I platinum, but I did back up my save, so I think you had to get like 2 endings or 3 endings. I can't remember. At a certain point, you have to save. That way you can go back to that crucial point in the game, I think, before you pick your faction or something like that, towards the end of the game. That will determine your ending. So that's going back and doing that's not too hard. I think you have to like raise like your settlements level to like the highest, like making everybody happy. That was a pain in the ass. It's like no matter how many beds or how much of this I put in there, how much of that, how much of everything, it just was never enough. It's just so frustrating. And thank God, finally it just popped. I was like, oh, thank God, I'm never touching this freaking game again. Moving on. It Takes Two. This is the same publisher as A Way Out. It's a 2-player game. You have to play 2-player. You cannot play solo. Set up with very, like I said, unique mechanics designed around playing co-op. So they did it very well. It's a very good story. Highly recommend it. Play with a buddy. Actually, I think it won Game of the Year. I can't remember what year it was. 2020, 2021, 2020. I don't know. It won Game of the Year. I can't remember which year it was. But it was really, really good. Tormented Souls. I really, really, really love this game. It really goes back to like the old school survival horror, like Resident Evil, stuff like that. Resident Evil 1, I should say. Really, really enjoyed it. It has like the quirky, like bad voice acting, which I kind of enjoy. It's like the cherry on the ice cream, It's just so good. I love it. It's so cheesy. So very nostalgic for me. They actually have part 2 coming out soon, which I will definitely be buying. I will be playing for my channel. I'll put up the video whenever that comes out. I'll definitely get the platinum for that one too. I just hope that version, after you beat it, you can get like unlockable weapons. I always love that kind of stuff in survival horror games. Sadly, this game did not have that. I wish it did. That would have made it so much more fun, but still enjoyable. Moving on. Leisure Suit Larry. Wet Dreams Dry Twice. I've been playing Leisure Suit Larry games since, God, the MS-DOS days. If you're into that kind of adult games with crude humor, I should say, very raunchy, dark humor, pick it up. If you don't know what Leisure Suit Larry is, you're just going to have to Google it and look it up yourself. I think I have most of the games for PC. Very enjoyable. I love the games. Very easy platinum too. Use a guide. You'll get this platinum in just a few hours. With this one, I do think you have to play through it twice. So, yeah, pick it up if you want an easy platinum. Resident Evil 5. This is, like I said, I think I said before, this is my least favorite Resident Evil game. It's not hard to platinum. You just have to play through it multiple times to get all the collectibles, stuff like that. I can't remember if there's a difficulty setting trophy or not. I don't remember. Playing through this was just a nightmare. It was a slog. Ugh. And here we got Little Nightmares 2 again. I must have got the PS4 and PS5 version. I think they released the PS5 version later, apparently, because here it is. And moving on, we have Tales of Arise. I love the Tales games. Tales of Arise, if you played any of the Tales games, they're very, very good. They use the cel-shaded anime style. I enjoy them. Had a very good story. I didn't pick up the DLC because the DLC is like $40. There's no way I'm dropping $40 on the DLC. They should have just made a spin-off game or something. I'm not dropping $40 on the DLC. No freaking way. So, moving on. Goat Simulator. Very easy to game to platinum. Just use a guide. You'll get the platinum in a few hours. The game, is it good? No, that's up to you. Moving on. Let's see. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale series. Everybody knows these Telltale games. They're pretty much just walking simulators. You just make the choices and let the story unravel. It's impossible not to get the platinum. You just finish the game, you get the platinum. There's no skill involved. Just play the game. You'll get it. Alan Wake Remastered. Very easy to platinum. I think I also got the 100% on when it originally came out for 360, I believe. Back in God, when was that? 2010? Yeah, I finished that game twice, 100%. So yeah, really enjoyed it. Very good game. If you're into survival horror, pick it up. Far Cry 6. Probably my least favorite Far Cry game. I just didn't really care much for it. Story was kind of just meh. But it was, as you can see, easy platinum. I think only 2 or a couple of trophies you had to go online to get. where you gotta take down a fort with a random online person, where you can do it with a buddy, but none of my buddies play this game, so I had to do it solo. Or not solo, but I had to go online with some random person, so it wasn't too bad. Let's see, next up we got Black Mirror. Not too hard of a game, survival horror, no combat. Solve some simple puzzles, stuff like that. You can get the platinum in a few hours. Yeah, not much to say about that one. So, moving on. Batman the Enemy... sorry, I can't talk right now. Batman the Enemy Within. I think this is another Telltale game. You just play to the end. You can't mess it up. It's no skill involved. No nothing. No combat. Just play it and finish it. Elden Ring. This was actually a very easy platinum for me. I had no trouble getting it at all. I think it only took me a few days to get it. Very easy. I don't even think I needed a guide. I don't think I did I? I don't think I did. It was pretty simple. I could be wrong. Maybe one or two things I needed to look up a guide for or something like that. But other than that, yeah, it wasn't too hard to platinum at all. Let's see, Song of Horror. This game's not too hard to platinum. It's another, how can I say? It's survival horror, but more, like I said, more walking. There's no combat that I can remember. There was one trophy that was a pain in the ass for me to get. I had to look it up, and it didn't make any sense from the description of the trophy. But yeah, if you want to get the platinum for this, use a guide. If you want the guide, one of the trophies is still a pain in the ass to figure out. So you'll see if you try to go for this platinum. Next up, we got Guardians of the Galaxy. Not too hard to platinum, but it does require playing through certain levels multiple times to make sure you find all the collectibles, stuff like that. So it can take a bit of time, but very easy to platinum. SpongeBob, Battle for Bikini Bottom. Very easy, but I'm not really a SpongeBob fan. I think his voice is very grating, and I can't stand to listen to it very long. It's torture to me, so this was a very torturous game for me to play. Alright, next up we got Telling Lies. It's another FMV game. You will definitely need a freaking guide for this. When I tried to play it, it made no sense. I couldn't figure anything out, even how to play the game. How to use a guide. It's a very terrible game. This is probably one of my least favorite games ever made, period. I did not like it. I got the platinum, had to suffer through it. But if I can do it, you can do it. Next up, we got Medieval. This is the remake of the original game that came out on PS1. It took a while to platinum. Not hard, though. So if you want another easy platinum, like pretty much every game is easy to platinum. There's very few games that are like super hard to platinum unless they're just unreachable, unattainable, way too hard platinums, which I won't even try, you know? So they gotta be at least somewhat attainable. So moving on. Akai. Survival horror. Can't remember if there's any combat. I know there's enemies in the game, but I think most of the enemies you just avoid. It was a pretty cheap game from what I remember. It only took like a couple hours to platinum, so if you want another easy platinum, pick it up, guys. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Not too bad to platinum. I enjoyed it. I don't know much about Star Wars. I was more of a Star Trek guy. Yeah, I'm one of those. Surprisingly, I have no Star Trek games. Do they even make any good Star Trek games? I don't even know. It wasn't too hard to platinum. I think it had a lot of collectibles, which was a pain in the ass. You will need a guide unless you're really good at finding collectibles out in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, anyways, moving on. Martha is Dead. Not too hard to platinum, but you do need to learn some Morse code or look up a guide, because there's a puzzle involving Morse code, which was a pain in the ass. I couldn't figure it out because I'm not good at Morse code and stuff like that. So yeah, moving on. I will be back to platinum these two games eventually. Oh, and here goes Ghost of Tsushima again. As you saw earlier, I had the PS4 version. And you can just transfer your file over to the PS5 version, and it'll unlock all the trophies pretty much automatically. So yeah, easy platinum, free platinum. Returnal, that was a pain in the ass to platinum. Took a long time. I think I explained when I was doing my video talking about my PS5 collection. I was talking about how to get the platinum for this game. So I'm not going to go into it again here. If you want to hear my story for that, check out that video. You hear all about that. Stray, that was a free PSN game. Not much to say really about it. It's like one of those cutesy cat games. I enjoyed it. It had like the cyberpunk and all that stuff. I enjoyed it. Took me like 2 or 3 playthroughs to get every trophy, clean up everything. So if you want an easy trophy, I don't know if it's still free on PSN or not, but yeah, pick it up if you want to get an easy platinum. Moving on, Delores the Moon. That's another. Could you even say this is survival horror? I think it's just more like just survival in space. But yeah, easy platinum. You have a few collectibles to get, so use a guide if you want to miss anything, or if you don't want to play through it twice if you miss something, like I did. So yeah, it'll only take you a few hours. Check it out if you want to. Not much, going on with the game. It's just an easy game. Destroy All Humans 2. I enjoyed this one, and I never, played it originally when it came out for the PS2. So playing it now and, having it remastered and everything, I really enjoyed it. Very easy to platinum. Madison, survival horror. I don't think there's any combat. It's another walking sim horror game. So if you want to get an easy platinum, pick it up. Use a guide to make sure you get all the collectibles and stuff like that. Phobia, Saint Defina Hotel. Really, really, really good game. If you like Resident Evil game, you will love this game. I really highly recommend it. Very easy to platinum. I think it took me like 2 playthroughs to make sure I got all the collectibles, stuff like that. Very enjoyable. Evil Inside. This is a PT knockoff. You can platinum the game in 1 hour. I didn't even know it was that short when I bought it. I think it was like $2 when I bought it. And when I got done with it, I was like, oh, already? Platinum? Okay, well, I'll take it. Let's see, Oxide Room 104. I explained in my collection video, this game is awful. But it's easy to platinum and it's very short. So, moving on. Plague Tale Requiem? Confusing myself now. I think I showed this the other game twice, and I mistaked it for the second game. So yeah, the other game I played on PS4 and PS5, and now this one is the sequel. Very easy to platinum. Use a guide, because there's a lot of collectibles, stuff like that. So highly recommend this game if you play the first one. This one improves upon the story, adds a lot more stuff to it. Ending's kind of sad, but very enjoyable game. Resident Evil Village. I like Resident Evil games, but now they're kind of like, jumping the shark now. They're just getting further and further out there into the wackiness of werewolves and all that other stuff. This is like, they're taking a story too far. It started with zombies and just kept going and going. Now it's just getting ridiculous. It's an okay game. It's just, they need to, reel the story back in a little bit. Stop getting so far out there. Who knows what's going to be in the next game? Freaking aliens? God. Here was the Resident Evil 2 PS5 version. I think this is just these two games are just the PS5 transfers. So if you platinum it on PS4 and transfer your save file over, it'll automatically unlock these trophies for these two games. Next up, we got Callisto Protocol. I don't remember being too hard to platinum. I just remember, like I said in my other video, I did not enjoy the game that much because of the combat, which I found to be frustrating. But anyways, moving on. The Bunker, PS4. Very easy FMV game to platinum. You can platinum the game in like an hour and a half with a guide. So if you want an easy platinum, pick it up. And here goes one of those shovelware games I was talking about. You could play for like $1 and platinum in 5 minutes. Jumping Taco. You just push X for like 30 seconds and you got the platinum trophy. I try not to play too many of those, but I did pick up a few of those when I got the, like I said, around Christmas time when they're like $1. So yeah, I play them sometimes, not too much, This game I gotta talk about, Canarium. It has glitch trophies, so there's absolutely no way to get the platinum. It says like 0.4% people have platinum. Yeah, nobody has platinum for this damn game because 2 of the trophies are glitched. For that, you beat the game, you're supposed to get a trophy, it will not unlock. It just doesn't unlock. I tried multiple ways. I even looked up online and said, yeah, there's no way to unlock trophies. The game is just broken and the publisher just won't fix it. So anyway, moving on. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. As you see, I got the platinum for that one. It's not too hard. I had to play through it twice to make sure I got everything. If you like Final Fantasy, pick it up. Like I said, it's not too hard. This is the remaster or remake of the PSP game. Enjoyable. Here's another FMV game. Dark Knights with Poe and Monroe. I really enjoyed it. Surprisingly, I think I got, it's one of the games I have on my playthroughs I got, has like a lot of views. Well, for me, like 200 views is a lot on the video because I don't get many views on my videos. So yeah. Anyway, got the platinum. This one you can skip cutscenes you've seen previously. So if you want to go for platinum, go for it. Moons of Madness. I don't remember what this game is about. I just remember, of course, I think you're on Mars, I think it took me 2 playthroughs because there's a lot of collectibles you have to get or something. I don't remember. I just remember it not being too hard. You can get the platinum in like 1 day. So yeah, moving on. Dead Space Remake. Everybody knows about that. It's not a hard platinum at all. I think you have to play on the hardest setting, I believe. But it's not too hard. Forspoken. Yeah. Very easy platinum, but takes a long time. A lot of people didn't like the game because of the dialogue, the story. A lot of things about the game that people didn't like. I didn't hate it that much. It had some interesting stuff to it, but yeah, anyways, moving on. Resident Evil 6, that was a pain in the ass to platinum, because there's a lot of stuff you have to unlock and stuff like that, and replay levels over and over and grind points and stuff. It was a pain in the ass. But I did platinum it. And I also did 100% it when it came out for Xbox 360 a long time ago too. So yeah, I played through the game, everything twice. Ugh, God, torture. Moving on. Obno. I think this was a free PSN game at one point. Very, very easy platinum. If you want an easy platinum, guys, pick this up. It's very short, easy to platinum. Hogwarts Legacy. I talked about this in my collection video. I had to play through the game twice to platinum it because one of the items glitched on me. So I had to go back and play through the whole game again and click the item again to make sure I collected the item to get the trophy. So yeah, that was a pain in the ass. It took me 120 hours. I had to play the game twice. Moving on. The Dark Pictures Anthology, The Devil and Me. So another one of those walk simulator horror games. I don't want to say survival horror because you don't really fight, you know. You don't really... Well, you kind of fight, I guess, but you just kind of just pick the choices. You don't really... You know, if you played the game, you know what I'm talking about. Moving on. She Sees Red. I actually played this one for my on my channel. It's an FMV game. You can skip scenes that you played or seen before, so you can get the platinum just in like, an hour, 2 hours. So very easy platinum. If you want to go for easy platinum, pick it up, guys. Legend of Dragoon, PS4 and PS5. Really love this game. I still have my original PS2 version, so you know I was going to play this game all the way through. Very easy to platinum. Anybody can platinum this game, as long as you love your, your old school RPGs, turn-based stuff like that. So if you like that kind of stuff, go for it, guys. Final Fantasy VII Remake, PS5. I think this is the PS4 game transfer. You just transfer your save file over to the PS5 version, you automatically get the platinum. So, yay! Next up, we got Far Cry Primal. Very easy platinum. These Far Cry games are so easy to platinum. You just get all the collectibles, basically. That's it. Unless it's something like, I think a PS4 has a couple missable trophies. That's why I didn't get the platinum for that one, unfortunately. But yeah, very easy to platinum. If you're into, Far Cry but without guns, you just have a bow and arrow, and I think you could throw some clubs and stuff, but yeah. Anyway, moving on. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. This was originally the PS4, the PS5 transfer to get the platinum. So there's so many PS4 games you could transfer over for PS5 platinum. Should I even be counting these guys? I don't know. Oh well, anyway. Deliver Us Mars. I can't remember if this one's connected to the last one or not. I don't remember. It might be. I have to play it again to remember, what it's about. I remember just being an easy platinum. But there's a couple trophies that you have to do, like, what was it called? Like speed run the level. So that can be a pain in the ass, and it's very, very, very tight. So, moving on. Resident Evil 7. I did get the PS4 platinum. As you see, this is the PS5 version. You could do a file transfer, but it does not unlock all the trophies. So you will have to unlock some trophies yourself. And I think that's like the difficulty one. So you will have to play the game on hard again. And a couple other trophies you have to do again on hard, which kind of sucks. Moving on. We have Horizon Forbidden West. It was a pretty easy platinum. I think I played it for my channel, but I think I stopped like halfway through recording it because nobody was watching it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to keep uploading videos of them getting like 0 views. So yeah, easy platinum. Go pick it up. Blair Witch, another easy platinum. Just use a guide. I didn't care much for the game. It was kind of just boring. So yeah, moving on. Hidden Bunny, another easy shovelware game. You get the platinum in like 20 minutes. So moving on. Atelier Ryza 3, very easy platinum. It's a JRPG, just going to take you a few hours. Or I should say more than a few hours, like 60 hours, because JRPG, they all pretty much take a long time. So moving on. Do Not Crash, another shovelware game. You'll get the platinum like in 5 minutes. My name was Mayo 3. This one takes a little bit longer to platinum. I think it takes about an hour because they actually did a little more story with this one, a little more gameplay elements other than just clicking a jar. So yeah, moving on. Kenya's Bridge of Spirits, not too hard to platinum. Road Bustle 2, another shovelware game, and you can play 5 minutes to get the platinum. Final Fantasy 16, I believe this was pretty easy to platinum. You just beat it on the hardest difficulty, but you can use like the in-game items like auto dodge, so you can never get hit. So yeah, this makes it super easy to platinum on the hardest difficulty. As long as you're not attacking, you won't get hit. You could just stand there, you'll automatically dodge every single time. So yeah, easy. Or is it auto dodge? I'm trying to remember. Or you just push dodge and you just don't get hit. I don't remember, but yeah, just use the items that come with the game, and you'll get the platinum. The Complex, this was, I think I showed you earlier, the PS4 version. It's the PS5 version. Unfortunately, the files do not transfer, so you have to play through it again. But it only takes you like an hour or two to get the platinum. Very short. Welcome to Hanwell. This is a survival horror game. Not very good game. It's a low-budget indie game. It's easy to platinum, so if you want to go for that, if you don't mind it being very crappy, yeah, go for it. Same with this one, Insomnius. Very easy platinum. Just use a guide for a couple of the trophies, like the collectibles and stuff. It's not hard. It's not very long either. So yeah, easy platinum. Endling, very easy platinum. Very sad story. If you don't like sad stories, you won't like it. It has a very sad ending. So yeah, spoilers. Bloodshore, another FMV game. Very quick to platinum, which is, like I said previously with these FMV games, a lot of them you can skip previously viewed scenes. Thank God for that. Next up we got Limbo. Oh no, not Limbo. No Limbo. Next up we got Blade Dancer, Lineage of Light. I think this was originally a PSP game. It was pretty easy to platinum. I don't remember having too much difficulty with it. You only got to play through it once. I don't think you had to play through it twice. Did you? I don't think so. I'm trying to remember. No, I don't think you do. I just remember it being pretty easy. Didn't take me too long. I enjoyed it. Sea of Stars, I really enjoyed this one. Reminded me a lot of Chrono Trigger. Very enjoyable. I think I had to play through it 1.5 times because you needed one item. I think you have to beat the bosses with like a certain item and to make the game harder. But if you get hit, you like take a lot of damage. But if you perfect block, you take no damage. So as long as you use that item for like, you got to defeat like 12 bosses or something. I can't remember exactly what the trophy was, but it wasn't too hard. Oh, Liza P, I'll be back for you one day. I'll be back for you. Daymare 1994 Sandcastle. I really enjoyed this game for PS5. The first game I did not enjoy. This one I did enjoy. Very easy platinum, at least for me. If you like Resident Evil kind of games, you'll enjoy this game too. Next up, we got Star Ocean, the second story R. This was a very enjoyable platinum for me. So I played the original on PlayStation, God, back in, I want to say, oh God, 1999, 2000? It was a long time ago. Really loved the game. Wanted to play it again, so I was really happy when they made this remake. I was jumping out of my chair with excitement. I was like, yes! Anyway, moving on. Lust for Darkness. This is a game for you naughty people out there who like some naughty things. I got the platinum for this. So I originally played it on PC, and the PC version has a lot more, how can I say, adult stuff in it. So if you're more into adult games with adult themes and adult things, check it out. Well, the PC version anyway. This version, like I said, it's definitely very mellow and more censored than the PC version. So yeah, moving on. Nubla 2, I think it was an easy platinum. I used a guide because I didn't want to play through the game multiple times. Just use a guide, you'll get the platinum in a couple hours. Wasn't too hard. Shapeshifting Detective. It's another FMV games. Once you see, like I said before, I keep saying, you can skip previously viewed cutscenes, so it makes it go a lot quicker. Just use a guide to make sure you can get all the trophies and everything. So yeah, very simple. Alan's Venture, Origins. I think this game has been like remade multiple times. So I played the PS4 version. It wasn't too hard. I played it by myself the first time. And then I used a guide to go back and, do the trophy cleanup, stuff like that. Alright, here we go with I was telling you about the Christmas time. I just bought a bunch of these shovelware games because they were like 99 cents each. I was like, fuck it, why not? So Jumping Cookie, Road Stop, Jumping Churros, Jumping Fries, Jumping Burger. All these games you can platinum in like 5 minutes. I hate getting these games and doing it, but I just wanted to get, like I said, I wanted to get to the 200 platinum trophies so I can make this video for you guys. So moving on, Loser Series, Wet Dreams Don't Drive. This is the first game in the newer series, so very enjoyable. I like it because I like all the Leisure Suit Larry games. I guess I have them all somewhere around here. Anyways, moving on. Star Ocean Divine Force, I really enjoyed. It took a while to platinum. I think it takes over 60 hours because like a lot of JRPGs, just the story alone and all the side quests and everything takes so long to get through. Especially when you're going for platinums, when they want very specific things for you to do. So yeah, very enjoyable. Pick it up. God of War Ragnarok, very easy to platinum. I don't think anyone's gonna have too much trouble platinum this game because you can get all the trophies on the easiest setting if you want to. So moving on, Murder Soul Suspect, very easy game. You can get the platinum, use a guide. Because my first time through, I missed one item, and I was unable to go back to the area to get the item because it kind of they never tell you, point of no return. So it was one trophy I missed out on, so I had to play the game over. Yay! Moving on, we got all these games I just didn't, ever finish, which kind of sucks. I'll go back eventually and do them. I just got so many other games I get so interested in playing. Shame Legacy, I did play this for the channel. It was a pretty simple trophy. It's a survival horror, say like more walking simulator. I don't think there's any combat. The guys can grab you. You can push them off. But I don't really count that as combat. So moving on, The Expanse, the Telltale series. I did the PS4 and PS5 version of this this game. If you played a Telltale game, you played a Telltale game. They're all the same. This one actually does have, I think, collectibles you have to get. So this one does not play like the rest of them. So you will have to make sure you get all those collectibles and everything in the game. Because there is missable trophies in this version, or these two games, the PS4 and PS5 version. So make sure you use a guide to make sure you don't skip anything, or you play through the whole thing again. So I don't recall there being any chapter select. Wait, I think is there chapter select? I can't remember. Well, it depends on the trophy you're going for. So, yeah, you might have to start from the beginning. Because like some trophies you can't get until the end, but you set them up at the beginning of the game, which sucks ass. So yeah, I had to play through the game multiple times to make sure I got everything, which sucked really bad. Horror Tales: The Line, I did play this for the channel. I got both platinums, as you can see. It's survival walking simulator. Like seems, I don't know why so many of these indie games, horror games, are all walking sims. Why can't they just be more like Resident Evil? You know, give me some bullets, give me a gun, let me run around and do things. You know, solve puzzles. They're all just walking sims. Like, oh no, don't walk this way. Oh, now you're dead. I'm like, what? That's ass. You know, give me a good game. Oh yeah, here goes the other Expanse game I was saying. You know, so I got both of those platinums. It just sucks to have to sit through this whole game again. Oh, God. Anyways, moving on. Alone in the Dark, survival horror. This one actually does have combat, thank God. I did enjoy it. I just wish it was longer and was a little more creepy. If they would have, you know, tacked on at least 5 more hours, went a little more, I don't know. You know, I'm not good at doing, like, you know, video essay stuff like that. You know, really get into how I feel about a game. I don't know. I don't know what to say exactly, but yeah, I just wish it had a little more to it. But I did enjoy it. So I got the platinum, obviously. So yeah, I enjoyed it. The Beast Inside, another walk sim horror game. It's okay. It's not the worst game I played. I think it was only a few bucks on PSN. I think it was like $5. So I got the platinum. And moving on. Remorse the List. I thought I platinum that game. Guess not. I must have felt the game was not that great. That or didn't have a platinum. I don't know. Anyway, Stellar Blade. Oh, God, this game was really good. Really, really, really good. But you do have to play through the game twice to get the platinum. But yeah, very, very, really, 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 really good game. Highly recommend it. Go pick it up, guys. You will not be disappointed. Alan Wake 2. I got the platinum. Can't say I enjoyed this one as much as the first game. The first game I thought was way better. This game was just... ugh, I didn't care much for it. I think if it would have just stuck with Alan Wake and didn't add a second character, I don't want to play as multiple characters when I'm playing the game. I just want to play Alan Wake in an Alan Wake game. But you play most of the game as someone else. Like, why? Stupid. Anyways, moving on. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. I really enjoyed this game. I you know, grew up playing the original Castlevania, stuff like that. So playing this one, I really enjoyed. Reminded me a lot of the Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I think the original guy who made Castlevania actually made this game because he left Konami and made this game. So it was really enjoyable. I believe it was crowdfunded on Kickstarter or something like that a long time ago. Can't remember exactly, but yeah, it was enjoyable. Next up, we got Rise of Ronin. Easy platinum. I think you only got to do one mission on the hardest setting, and that's it. You could just like do the first mission on the hardest setting. so easy. I'm like, okay, that's easy. So yeah, very easy. You can get the platinum for this game. No time at all. It's very simple. Moving on. Ad Infinitum. Not too bad. Just use a guide. Make sure you got all the collectibles. So I played through it and missed like a lot of the collectibles my first time through, so I had to play through the game multiple times. Well, you'll have to anyway to get the different endings. So it will definitely take multiple playthroughs. And collectibles do not transfer between playthroughs, so make sure you get all the collectibles in one playthrough, which I think you have to do the good ending to get all of them. I think. I can't remember. But use a guide. You'll see what I mean if you play the game. Use a guide. Puzzle Drop Carnival. It's a very easy, free game. You just solve some jigsaw puzzles, and you get the platinum. So yeah, it's not hard at all. You'll get it fairly quickly. I think it only took me like 30 minutes. So yeah, moving on. Fort Solis, I did enjoy. It's a not survival horror game. It kind of looks like it'd be like Dead Space, but it's not. There's no monsters or anything involved. It's more like a, I'd say, outer space slasher game, where you try to figure out what's going on and all that stuff. But yeah, if you're that kind of sci-fi murder mystery stuff, you'll like it. Next up, we got The Bunker again. I already explained this one earlier. They made a PS5 version, so I played through it again and got the trophy again. SpongeBob SquarePants, The Cosmic Shake. Another very easy platinum, but like I said before, I'm not a SpongeBob fan. His voice is just so annoying to me. So having to hear that yeah, all over and over again was, oh god, I hated it. Should have played the game but muted. God. Anyways, moving on. The Medium. Very easy platinum game. Another walking survival horror game. Originally when I played this one of the trophies would not pop for me. So I've decided to replay it recently to go back and get that one trophy, and it finally popped for me, thank God. So now I got the platinum for that. So yeah, that's done. Layers of Fear? Well, this is the Layers of Fears. It's part 1, part 2. I'm trying to think, there's no part 3, but they added another sequence in there, or game if you want to call it a game. All wrapped into one game now. So I originally didn't platinum it because I just got bored of playing it, so I recently went back and got the rest of the trophies. I had to use a guide to get some of the collectibles, so I couldn't figure out where everything was, so thank goodness for that. So, moving on. Life is Strange. Easy game. Not really my kind of game at all. It's more for, like, I guess, tweens, I guess you could say. Or younger adults that are into this game, apparently. I got it because it was like $2 at GameStop. That and this other one, Life is Strange Before the Storm, they were both like super duper cheap. So I just picked them up because I knew they'd be easy platinums. And the newest game I'm playing now, Visions of Mana. So I'll definitely get this platinum soon. I just started playing it. And that'll probably be my 201 platinum trophies. So yeah, guys, that's all my 200 platinum trophies. If I skipped any, I don't think I did. Yeah, that's it, guys. So hopefully you guys are out there getting your platinum trophies. I know it takes a long time. There are people that have more than me, obviously. But anyway, guys, that's my trophy list. Hope you guys liked it. I'm gonna keep getting more platinums. I hope you guys are out there getting platinums. You know, share your, your trophies with me. Let me know if you got a channel. Tell me your channel. I'll come sub to you. All right. You know. So with that, guys, I'll see you guys next time.